Anchor Group's primary service offering is NetSuite Consulting and Development. This means that we implement and provide post-go-live support and optimization. So what does post-go-live support look like? Well, this could be anything that touches anything that you wanted as a phase 2, or let's say you've been even implemented on NetSuite years ago, finally addressing your business needs to fully optimize it and adapt to how your business has been evolving. These could be topics that focus on your order to cash, procure to pay, inventory management, accounting, all of these different solutions, in addition to many other modules such as Suite Commerce, customer portals, Suite Billing, WMS, WIP and routing, work orders and assemblies, bill capture. There are so many different NetSuite modules that a NetSuite consultant will help implement and guide you along in that journey and optimize it for your specific needs. In addition to that, NetSuite is highly customizable. Not only can you configure it, but you can customize it using custom fields, custom records, which are like tables. You can think of it like that to tie and relate things together, as well as workflows, SuiteScript, NetSuite's language that lets you trigger and access information that you can't really easily access in workflows. And then you can go on to the reporting side. There's many other options for reporting inside of NetSuite. The most common is going to be saved searches. There are also native reports that you can copy, modify a little bit more. But saved searches are going to how you're going to extract data a little bit more out of NetSuite than those other types of methods. There are a couple other ways that you can go even further with Suite Analytics workbooks, SuiteQL, and doing SQL queries, as well as purchasing the NetSuite module for both NetSuite Planning and Budgeting, which is really like relabeled Oracle Planning and Budgeting anyways, but integrated with the NetSuite data, or going with the NetSuite Analytics Warehouse and extracting that data that way. So there's many ways that a NetSuite consultant is going to help work alongside of you and help optimize your NetSuite environment to build automations, address main pain points, and ultimately give you more visibility to make good, sound decisions. We structure our support in two main models: the ad hoc support approach or managed service offering. Both of these have their pros and cons, and I can walk through what on this particular video, I'll walk through what our managed services look like and what to expect for that. But know that most of those are two common options, and there's kind of pros and cons for each one of them. There's already things that our clients are already telling about what it's like working with us, like how we got this NetSuite implementation across the finish line for Power Technologies, or how Scott says that we did an ungodly amount of improvement for them post-go-live support and on managed services, or even with some of our clients who have said that we've consulted our way out of a lot of money, meaning that we helped them save so much money even though it meant less work for us. And that is what you need for a valuable partner and a NetSuite consultant working alongside of you. After you reach out to us and jump onto a call, a discovery call with us, during that evaluation, we're gathering the pain points that you have today so that we can start analyzing and understanding the most urgent needs that you have, and we can assign the right resource from our team that has the most applicable experience that can quickly resolve those problems, as well as some of the other main tasks that are on the horizon. NetSuite's a really big software solution, which means that we need a lot of staff on our team to be able to support a full client environment. Not one person knows everything in NetSuite. So we do have to work as a team depending on the particular task, but we do always assign a main point of contact that has the most amount of experience for the bulk of the types of tasks that you're going to be requiring. So that's why on the sales cycle, we're understanding those so we can work with our resource manager to pull the right team members from that bench that work in our offices in the US and our full-time employees. After you sign an agreement with us on our managed services, then we kick it off. We're analyzing your requirements, building process flow maps as required, understanding the problem, critiquing it, thinking further about how we could make it better and what that would look like in a visual format. And this is a key phase with any types of requirement gathering so that you know what we're exactly working on and you know what to expect as the output. In addition to a visual requirements like this, we also have our requirements document that you sign off on. And this contains the core requirements, the technical requirements, the business need, as well as the success criteria on what we are testing and what is defining a successful output. And it is those metrics, both the requirements and that success criteria, that ultimately give you the deliverable that we've provided an estimate on in that managed service and what type of delivery you're going to get there. There can be many variables, many conditional formatting, things like that that could evolve, but it can be where we over-engineer something if we don't define that success criteria. If we start trying to engineer it for needing to solve for success criteria that don't matter to you, that's a waste of time and a waste of your money. And we want to provide ultimate value to you. Now that we've got sign off on those requirements, then we can go and start implementing it and developing it for your testing. And at that stage, the main point of contact, who is also acting as a project manager, is going to be adding that task with all the requirements into our project management tool. We leverage ClickUp integrated with NetSuite because we are using NetSuite ourselves to operate our business. We've built that integration so that when the task is created in our project management board, it syncs into NetSuite, and whenever our team is adding time entries inside of NetSuite to that task, it is syncing to that ClickUp board. And this allows us to have operational control over our budget. And that's part of the reason why 95% of our tasks come on time. And that is a key KPI that we are constantly measuring. The fact that we've got 95% of tasks coming on time is a great metric, and we'll probably be at like 99% very shortly here. We have the infrastructure in place to enable our team to be successful in their organization. Now, let me paint a picture for a minute. Now, imagine a world where you're able to solve a problem every single week. And that means that we're having a standing meeting, talking about what we completed last week, gathering requirements for the next task, reviewing budget, making sure we get approvals, maybe scheduling another breakout session in order to finish the requirements, and then scheduling out our list of tasks and high-value things to deliver to you. Every single week, we're making progress towards real pain points that are driving that ROI needle for you. And this is an area of why I like managed services over an ad hoc support model, is that it keeps momentum on actually making meaningful results and solving problems in a NetSuite environment. It also gives the ability to that as soon as a problem comes up, your team is enabled and they know that they can get it solved because you have a NetSuite consultant that they can delegate that problem through, evaluate it, get sign off on the requirements and the deliverable, and ultimately get it resolved quickly.